In today's video, I'd like to share my magic mantra which helps in creating a winner's mindset, a leader's mindset. And it has helped me to face my own challenges, my own problems. And instead of surrendering to my problems, I have turned it to my strength. Hi, I'm Ruchi Singh. And before going any further, I'd like to say this. Do not let any circumstance or any person pull you down to their level. Every time someone tries to pull you down to their level, you raise your own standard. You see, life is made up of millions of small moments, but then comes one moment, which is the defining moment of our life. I had that moment one night during my marriage, when for a few minutes I thought I was going to die. And I'm glad that I didn't. In fact, guess what? I found that facing death can actually be a very liberating experience. This experience cuts through all the clutter in life and puts everything in its perspective. And even though it was a traumatic experience, once the shock wore off, there was one thought which just kept popping up and it just refused to go. It was, if I had died that night, what value would I have added to the world? Because the only way we make our own life valuable is by adding value to someone else's life. And through my videos, I want to help people, and not just domestic violence victims, but anyone who's going through a difficult time in their life. I want to help them get out of their victim mindset and empower themselves to become their own personal leaders. See, leadership is not a position, it's an attitude, it's a way of life. Leaders refuse to be a victim of life. In fact, when they face a problem, they see an opportunity of immense growth and inner strength, and they stand taller by getting on top of it. This is my very first video, and I want to start by asking a question. How many of us would like to have a problem-free life? I would. Well, that's not going to happen. All of us have our own set of problems. It could be career-related, relationship, finance, health, etc., etc. And the moment we solve one problem, have you noticed? You're like, now my life is set, I'm relaxed. Up crops another problem. So one thing is decided. All of us will face problems in life. We can't escape it. So let me share my magic mantra to solve all your problems. Close your eyes and keep chanting. I have no problems. I have no problems. And voila, all your problems are gone. Nah, I'm just kidding. See, if you have bugs in your bed, all the positive reinforcement in the world is not going to do anything. You have to beat the bugs out of the bed, or whatever one does to get the bugs out. I believe in law of attraction. However, no amount of visualization, thinking, positive reinforcement will do anything unless it is backed by initiative and action. I'll make a separate video on that. So, jokes apart, I like to share my magic mantra to handle problems. See, when life challenges me, I say, challenge accepted, game on. The moment we accept a challenge, it stops intimidating us and turns into an adventure. And adventures are fun. By perceiving our problems as a challenge, a shift happens in the mindset. And it is a very powerful shift because it changes the way we were looking at the issue. And it in turn changes our response towards the problem. The mind which was totally focused on the problem shifts its focus towards finding ways to overcome it. You see, mindset is the reason why when faced with the same kind of problem, one person totally breaks down. Like, why me? It always happens to me, God. I'm so unlucky. Mera to bad luck hi kharab hai. And then there are people who choose to tap into the immense potential which all of us have within us. And they not only overcome their problems, they change the course of their life and sometimes change the course of the world history. So let me tell you a story. There was a man, a young man, quite, average looking, quite unremarkable, the kind you'll not notice in a crowd. And he was traveling in a first class coach and he had a valid ticket. However, he was thrown out of his coach. His only fault was that he did not have the right skin color. That man was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was not the first one to have been racially discriminated against, we all know that. And he was definitely not the last. However, that day he made a choice. He made a choice to fight against injustice. And that day he was not Mahatma Gandhi. He did not have millions of supporters behind him. He was just a normal, average person like you and me. It was this choice which turned Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi into Mahatma Gandhi. And every single one of us has that immense power of choice. The situation may not be in our control, but the power to choose how we respond to it is always in our control. So what do you choose to be? A victim of life or your own personal leader, your own personal hero? If you notice, I'm not saying be your own leader, be a hero. I'm asking you, what do you want to be? Because in the end, you have to take the initiative and make the choice. Even with God, God says, "Mango bacha kya mangte ho? Ask and you shall receive." Even with God, you have to take the initiative. You have to ask for what you want. The world will treat you the way you treat yourself. So respect yourself, love yourself, value yourself and empower yourself to be your own personal leader. So whenever life challenges you, say to them, challenge accepted, game on. Hi, if you liked my video, please like, subscribe and share. It might just help someone. And in case you want me to talk about a particular topic, please share it in the comments below. And go ahead and connect with me via YouTube, Twitter and my blog. All the links are given in the description below. Thank you so much for giving me your precious time. Thank you.